ultimately you've won the game. You've ended your group campaign with 3 points. It's not enough to send you through to the knockout stage. But I would imagine the thing that pleases you most is how many young players you've given an opportunity to tonight.
Definitely, Dan. I mean, I was really proud of, I think we finished with, was it 9 out of the 11 that come through the academy. So that says a lot of, obviously, the good work that the academy done over the years. So I was just so happy. Well, you could see some of the faces at the end who made them. I think there was pictures going on and parents taking pictures. So made up for them. They got minutes on the pitch. And, we challenged them, to be fair. The starting 11, that is to just win the game. So we wanted to win the game, and obviously we've done that. So really pleased.
Just as far as approaching this game, I know you talked about it at length beforehand and the permutations and the situation that you found yourself in. Did you just look at it ultimately as a chance for players to get game time and experience, and if the result comes and you get through, fair enough?
If I'm honest, yeah, I am, because obviously we've got a bigger game Saturday. So, when it was a chance for that, and it was a chance for us to rest the first team players, and it was also a chance for us to get some academy kids in on the bench to start and what have you, and get them on the pitch at the end. So, and a chance for the parents to come and see them as well. So, and I'm so, want to say thanks to the fans that turned up tonight to watch that, witness that. So it was good, and we went about it in the right way as well. So it was good, and Everton were good, to be fair to them. The under-21s, they could have gone through themselves and probably still can in 2 weeks' time. We don't know what the score. But yeah, really pleased in terms of how the night went.
How testing was it, particularly given they equalised within 4 minutes of you taking the lead and showed a bit of character? How much will your players of various different experience levels have learned from that? Well,
that's what I said. So I said to them at half-time in terms of what we had with Michael and Seamus and Connor's now an experienced player. We've had Josh Woods has played a little bit. But predominantly we were young, and Nelson's played a bit, but predominantly we were a young team. So, they've got to show a little bit of resilience, a little bit of character and come back and see what they're made of, basically. And I thought they stood up to the test.
Just as far as Josh Woods is concerned, whether it's his goal for the first one or it's an own goal is a debate that was being had in the press box, but he's contributed, he scored in the second half. Is he one of the ones with realistic chances of working his way into your first team plans?
Yeah, he has to be. And Josh knows his targets and his goals, because we've had chats privately. He knows that. He knows he's got to be consistent in what he does when he goes on the pitch, whichever level he's playing at, whether it's 21 football or whether it's the first team. So if he's not scoring, he has to contribute. And today he scored 2 good goals.
With the young players, was it always the plan to take Jake Batty off so early in the game and give an opportunity to a very young player for a lengthy period?
Yeah, it was, to be fair. I have to be honest with that. We're looking after Jake as well, because Jake's played an awful lot of football. He's played 21 football at Blackburn, and he's coming to the first team, and he's been outstanding for us. So we have to look after Jake as well. And then to put Finn on. He was immense, wasn't he? He was up and down, and you probably wouldn't see, I don't know whether you did, but his off the ball running and to get back into shape, to stay with his man, he's put a lot of effort in, and then he's ended up going down, I think, the last 10-15 minutes with cramp. So I was so pleased to watch him and how he went about it. So we can trust Finn. He's done well tonight.
I think I'm right in saying that Wilkinson is only 17, turned 17 last week.
Yeah, that's it.
How big an ask is that? He was the youngest player on the pitch. How big an ask is that to come into a professional game and play for 80-odd minutes?
Well, it's a massive ask, isn't it? It's on the main stadium, if you like, on the pitch and what have you. And we're not a team. I think we touched on a bit of shape yesterday. Jed done a bit of shape with them yesterday. So, we're not an under-21 team like Everton are. But to step in the way he did tonight and to be up and down, and he did contribute and put a few decent crosses in. So we can be pleased with Finn's performance.
The flip of that, Conor O'Brien showed his versatility and switched to left wing back, ended with the captain's armband on. What does that say about how quickly he's been elevated to a first team regular, and he's still only 20?
Well, he has, hasn't he? I mean, his performances have said that. And what happens is what he does on the training ground gets him the shirt, and then he keeps the shirt with his performances. I think there's more to come with Conor O'Brien. He's definitely got gears. I think he had a good battle with Roman Dixon on the opposite side. He's obviously touched and been in Everton's first team. So that was good for him. I told him, I challenged him at half-time. I said, you want to be pushing him the other way? And he asked a few questions going the other way. So, yeah, for him to be 20 years of age and to have the experience he's got up to now was invaluable for him.
How important is the prize money? You get the £10,000 for the win. Is that something that's likely that you can reinvest and maybe use a little bit further down the line?
Yeah, hopefully. That'll be obviously down to the board. So, and the board have been great with us and backing us in what we brought in and recruited in the season. So we'll have a look at that in come January.
And just this competition generally, the club's got a really good record of getting out of the group stages. Obviously, you've been involved in a lot of those campaigns, the vast majority of those campaigns. Is there a tinge of disappointment you don't get an opportunity to go further, or have these group games playing the young players sort of served their purpose for
I think
you?
it's served the purpose, Dan, I think, to be honest. And yeah, you've touched on us of being successful in terms of semi-final, if you like, Northern, that is. So yeah, you use it for one reason or another, and I think, you know, the big turnover that we've had in terms of players and recruiting the way we have, and everyone just sort of starting to gel, and you know, the results weren't good to start, and then they have come good, and togetherness that we've got. And as you see there now, what's coming through the academy is testament to the good work that they're all doing.